Alright, here for round 1 with Mardu Midrange here. We'll see how things go, what we kind of play against. Hopefully we'll get somebody in the lobby before too long here. And my computer's just having a heck of a time running Magic today. Well, it might join us in the room, or here we go, we're going to get the Magic Online crash. There we go. I was like, they're gonna kick us out, but we'll play this Zumpnikiam. Okay, so we don't draw. Hand's slow, we can't really cast much. We've got a Scryland though, so I'm gonna try it. The deck's capable of like having some really strong draws, so I feel like we probably won't get too bad off because of these. So we'll see though. Maybe like Blue-White Heroic, yeah, looks like Blue-White Heroic here. This is probably a deck that punishes us for that. Violet's a good draw. Seeker's also good. Hoping he just like runs out a second creature here, but I mean, turn 1 it's a possibility. I doubt he'd suit it up right away. And no suiting it up puts it right out of range of that Bile-Blight. So he's just gonna say, oh, I've got this sweet spell. Yeah, so he's saying I got a sweet counter spell or sweet protection spell here. So we'll run out the Seeker. Well, this is a bummer. So I'm hoping it's like Rip Downfall or Crackling Doom here. Crackling Doom is actually like extremely good in this matchup. It's part of the reason that card's in the main board. We don't. We can gain some life back though. Into Sorin, which seems fine. It's a bummer. He had so many different outs just to like hit his creature and be like, oh, it's a terrible line of play, but just didn't hit him. Okay. Like, being able to play Solar next turn is really good here too. So we'll trigger Prowess, get Lifelink going here, here, and here. So we'll gain like 10 life the next turn. I'm hoping he just like taps his white mana too, so like I think we could have Godwilling. If not, he's probably gonna draw it at least. My dogs are lost their toys and are freaking out too. Found Dakota. Okie dokes. So he's gonna draw some cards. We're gonna go to 8, back out to 18. Kill our Soren, but by then I think we're far enough ahead. He's not gaining any life. So you draw. Crackling Doom, maybe, of course. Cast it, I'm pretty sure. Johnny's Presence is like the only card I worry about here. And if we cast Butcher next turn. Or I could Bile Blight Favored Hoplites here to gain life, but then he probably just God's Willings it instead, so I'm thinking this is probably the line here still. I'm actually okay with that. He doesn't want me to gain a 4, he only wants me to get a 13. It's interesting. And he has to like kill Soren instead of going for us with this guy too, so like I feel like we just kind of pulled ahead pretty far there. Especially with Butcher in hand, or like Wingmate Rock to follow up with, like there's just a lot of good stuff we got going now. That's unfortunate. One of them has to go with Soren now. So our opponent has one card in hand. He's probably just gonna beat here until he wins at that point. So casting like Bile Blight to try and like trick him and hit this one's probably not gonna work. We go Butcher the Horde, Sex swing. We have a blocker up here, take 9. Go to 7. He's at 13. That might be the line, because then I can sack this for life link here, play this, and then just start getting life in here. So we'll try for Butcher of the Horde. Sack. Paste. Sack. it's a little interesting. He's got 2 cards in his hand. Yeah, so he fetches up a pretty old toss-up. It's up to 9. It's just so brutal. So he's got a pretty solid draw, I feel like, this game. Double Ordeal, Cogsworm, bunch of creatures. It's a pretty good game for him. I thought had a pretty fair game, though. Oh, that's cute. He plays more than one of those in the main board? Who does that? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's cool. This is a pretty cool story. So now if we block, we take 10. I mean, like, we have no way out of this. Like, this is just a bummer of the game, honestly. I know a lot of people at Wizard Den were not the biggest fans of this deck as well, exactly for reasons like this. Like, you can have just, like, extremely strong draws, and it doesn't even matter against them, so it's kind of whatever, though. So we Rattle Master into Bile Blight this guy, into Sack, into Lifelink, and it still doesn't save us. Yeah, still doesn't save us. So we'll still do it. And he just attacks the unblockable one, so I have to attack. His deck is just adorable, I gotta say. So we'll probably slide in, like, Drowning Sorrows. And I believe I may have more Crackling Dooms in the sideboard. So let's see, 6, 7, 8. Let's see if he has. More dudes! Well, now we can cast Thorn again. 20 puts us up to 10 life. Doesn't make him block. I'm just gonna say anything about how insane his draw has been. It's honestly how I feel. Like, it's just a pretty unfair deck to play against. We're in a spot where we're dead either way, so. Coda! No! He's chewing on my computer charger. No! No! Pretty pretty sure this happened in the last video I made on one of the rounds, so let's see. Cool story. Yep, look at this. So, like, I feel like going into games 2 and 3, your opponent has to actually be, like, a little bit worried about it. Because, as we see, he had a nut of a game, and we gave him a very big fight. Like, if he hadn't gained 20 life, we win that game. He just happened to be able to get his Heliod's Pilgrims into multiple Ordeal Heliod's, which I'm extremely surprised by. No other deck I've really seen gives this deck like a run for its money race-wise, so gaining 10 life is not super relevant. Guy's got an optimal build for us, but I don't think it's an optimal build for the meta, which is a little frustrating. I hate when people have decks that are like suited for the deck I'm playing. It's a little bit of a bummer. So, okay, we'll go to game 2. Cool story, bro. Guys, stop. Might only be able to record one of these today. Coda, no. I'm just trying to even think like what I can board in that's. I mean, Drowning Stars are honestly like even too slow. He's just gonna suit up his guys before I can even do anything about it. Yeah, I've got more Cracklings, which are certainly coming in. We have our Downfalls, which are just super slow. Midrange couldn't even be a downfall because it's just so slow. Coda, stop. Come here, bud. Come here. Come here, Coda. Come here. Why, yes, I would like to play first. Lola, please don't wreck me. Please don't wreck me. I'll keep because I can hit his 1-drop. Let's lead off with Blitz. This one's going a little smoother. He doesn't have a creature. If he does, he has to be able to protect it right away from 2 different colors now. So he reveals. I actually just like want to jet his guy and start laying the beats here. A little quicker. Rattle Master is impossible for that guy to beat. I feel like he has no removal in the main board, no removal in the sideboard for it. Especially on the play, if we can stick that guy turn 3, it's a pretty tough game to lose. We'll see what happens in game 3. I think our boarding's still optimal. Both Crackling and doing definitely where we want to be ready against this deck. So we can actually draw one. Even doing on the draw here, I think we should come away with the W against the big nasty blue-white heroic, which, like I said, I'm personally not a big fan of. I know a couple of people at Wizard Center who expressed some displease with the deck, be it playing the deck or playing against the deck. It's just one of those things that Reminds me too much of the old Dan which I'm just not a huge fan of playing solitaire, basically, is I think what it boils down to. We'll see what happens game 3, though. Our opponent finishes boarding ever. Round 2, this is fine. We've got the Crackling Dooms. We just need to hit a land. I'm not honestly too worried about playing creatures and like out-tempoing him. With him being on the play, I just want to like kill everything he plays. Make sure that there's no way for him to even come close to winning this game, basically. So there's the land for all kinds of stuff actually now. So that's fine. Jet it so we can set up some draws. And that one of jet in the board that I was like, this is bad. It's actually really good. Seeker we can bottom, I don't really need. Portaling Outburst will top. This Portaling Outburst in the Busher seems pretty good. So we'll just strike the one that we can't protect. So let them start suiting that up. And then we'll just Crackling Doom it. Unless he like does it to draw the cards now too, he's just gonna lose his ordeal. And he's like, okay, I've got God's Willing in hand. He's obviously showing it at least. We'll fetch up a Swampy Swamp. Probably just cast it now, just in case he has like Stubborn Denial or something stupid. I really don't want to get blown out by it. So we killed 3 of his creatures. Like he's just fetching up little stuff now. Probably an Ordeal of Thassa to try and get some cards. Go. Hope he will cast something out so that I can doom it. Yeah, this wouldn't be the most surprised to see him go for the Ordeal on the Pilgrim. I'll just doom it. I don't want him to have any kind of creatures here. Especially when I know one of his cards is God's Willing. Probably means he's just about out of creatures. Focus the Outburst. This way I can show Murderous Cut as well if he goes to tap out for that. In a pretty good spot. I mean, we killed all these creatures. He's down to 3 cards in hand. Glare my Butcher, that's totally okay, because the next one is going to be just as sweet. Yeah, we still just go to the other Butcher here. Our opponent has to be getting just about to the point where they just want to concede this game. Like, I can even just strike him next turn if he doesn't, like, deal with this butcher. Okay, so he deals with the butcher, that's fine. It's gotta be just about out of things to be doing here. Like, crackling doom off the top would be the best. It gains in life. Here's what we'll try. I'm going to try to change the rocks here. He's got the God's Willing, he's got the God's Willing. We'll attack. And we'll play another Hold Lane. And then with that, he's pretty much just like dead on board. Butcher and Lightning Strike are just like impossible for him to get through now. It sounded like I heard the moto music for the guy scooped to me. Is that what I heard, or is Magic just crashing again? Oh, such a bummer. I guess we got plenty of time on the clock if my computer decides to. There we go. So we got game one, or got the first round. Being against again just blue-white heroic. It's a good deck. We just kind of had, I feel, much better build, much better plays. Game one, game two, we just came out way too fast for him, and then game three again. The crackling dooms are the biggest reason to play Mardu, as far as like the heroic being a definite, in my opinion. All their protection spells become completely irrelevant. Of course, we know the deck, as we saw like game one, for example, just tries to sink everything that they on. And it puts us in a position where if we can just make him sack it, protection spells irrelevant, we'll usually come out and win the game like that. So, thank you guys for watching. We'll do 2 more rounds and see where things